Women, what hints have you given your crush that they missed? I met Owen at the bakery I worked at, and I spent an entire year dropping the most obvious hints before finding out why he never noticed them. Every morning, he'd come in to grab his coffee and blueberry muffin. I noticed how his eyes crinkled when he smiled, and how he always left a $5 tip for a $4 order. One time, I accidentally made him a heart-shaped latte. He just laughed and said, "Wow, you must have messed up someone's Valentine's Day order." I even wrote my number on his cup with "text me sometime." He came back the next day saying, "Hey, I think someone wrote their number on my cup yesterday. You might want to tell your coworkers not to do that. Could get them in trouble." I started staying late when he mentioned he usually grabbed dinner at the sandwich shop next door. I'd coincidentally be leaving at the same time, and we'd chat about everything from his job as a high school teacher to his golden retriever, Max. One evening, I gathered all my courage and asked if he wanted to grab dinner sometime. He smiled and said, "That'd be great. I'll bring Max. He loves making new friends." I baked him cookies on his birthday after overhearing him mention the date to another customer. He shared them with everyone in the bakery, saying, "You guys are so thoughtful to your regulars." When he mentioned loving horror movies, I casually dropped that I had tickets to the new Stephen King film. He excitedly talked about wanting to see it, but never caught the hint that I was inviting him. My coworker Nina watched all this with secondhand embarrassment. She started calling me Hints McGee and would dramatically facepalm whenever Owen remained oblivious. One day she snapped and wrote, "She likes you," on his coffee cup. He thought it was for someone else and handed it back saying, "I think you gave me the wrong order." After a year of this, I finally gave up. I took a week off work to visit my sister, and when I came back, Owen was sitting at one of our tables with a gorgeous blonde. My heart sank as I watched them laugh together. Nina later told me the blonde was his sister Amy, who'd been visiting from Seattle. But here's where it gets interesting. Amy came to order alone the next day and said, "So you're the bakery girl my brother won't shut up about." Turns out, Owen had a massive crush on me the entire time but thought I was just being nice because it was my job. He had an ex who'd used him for his teacher's pension and family money, so he was extra cautious about reading into things. Amy showed me Owen's phone. He had an entire album of photos of the latte art I'd made him. He'd even kept all the cups with my accidental notes, but convinced himself they were meant for other customers because there's no way she'd be interested in me. The next day, I wrote, "Dinner, just us, no Max," on his cup in huge letters. He turned bright red and started stammering. That evening, he showed up in a nice button-down, still blushing. "I've liked you for a year," he admitted. I just thought, I cut him off and showed him my phone's photo album, full of pictures I'd secretly taken of him playing with kids who came to the bakery, helping elderly customers carry their orders, and that one time he spent an hour cheering up a crying college student. We've been dating for 6 months now. Yesterday, he admitted he used to take the long way to work just to come to our bakery, passing 3 other coffee shops in the process. When I asked why he never said anything, he showed me a notebook full of hints he thought he'd been dropping, like always requesting I make his coffee. I was the only barista. Asking about my schedule, to be polite, he thought, and bringing Max by, because dogs make everyone happy. Last week, I found an engagement ring hidden in his sock drawer while putting away laundry. The receipt showed he bought it 3 months ago. Knowing him, he's probably waiting for me to drop a hint that I want to get married.